Good morning, Dr. Lui. I'm Tung Ern and we are from Group 6. We are here to present our proposal. Our topic is safe travels post-vaccination. As all of us know, COVID-19 has become a global issue and researchers all over the world have come to work together to make a vaccine in 1 year. Now with the vaccine, how safe is traveling abroad after being vaccinated? We are here to present the problems people face and how other people think about traveling post-vaccination. We are also going to present our ideas on how to ease their problems. Our main objective is to find out how different people have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic with regards to travel. Aside from that, we also want to find out what makes people feel unsafe whilst traveling during this pandemic.
Moreover, we aim to use the data that we have collected from our interviewees and analyze people's views on the vaccine and how or if this will make people feel better about traveling again. Lastly, we aim to determine a solution that will help to spread accurate information to ease the anxiety of the general public. We can help the public stay safe and avoid becoming carriers for the virus and promote social distancing amongst vaccinated individuals to ensure the safety of travelers.
For the empathize part, as what we know now, there are several students and workers in Malaysia who are unable to go for work or school on other states or countries due to the COVID-19. About this challenge, we believe that we need to come up with a way for the students and workers to go back to their positions such as office, schools, in a safe condition. We are aimed to know more about the opinion from the general public on how safe they feel traveling post-vaccination. Besides, we would also like to learn more about their main concern for traveling during the pandemic. Our target audience for this project is the workers and students who are unable to go to schools, office, and also travel to other states and countries.
So now I'm going to share the 8 main questions that we have considered when we emphasize with the interviewees. At first, we emphasize with the worker and the student that stay in Malaysia. They needed to travel to another state or country for their education or meeting with their clients or to their office to get their work done. For now, countries like Australia are able to go out freely to work or study without wearing a mask because their COVID situation is managed by the government very well. They can travel to any places they wish to go within Australia for any purpose. In Malaysia, the interviewees has heard that taking the vaccine in other countries brings lots of side effects like fever, blood clotting, and more. The worst case after taking a vaccine is death, but the chances of this is very low. For the interviewees, they only wish to be like the citizen of Australia where they can go out freely to work or study, but they understand that the situation in Malaysia right now is unfavorable. Now they can only study at home or get their work done from home. They think not traveling to another state or country will cause the COVID situation to become even worse. Last, business people are also worried about their job and their personal business due to the situation of COVID right now.
Now we're going to talk about the 5 main problems that we have gathered through our empathy process. The first main problem is about safety. Most of the people do not feel safe to travel abroad without getting vaccinated and are concerned about the poor hygiene standards in public areas. There is also a growing concern about the new strains of the COVID-19 virus. The second problem is about the cost of traveling. The cost of traveling has become more expensive after travel restrictions were implemented. There is a need for businesses to cover the cost of operations despite the lack of customers during the pandemic. Therefore, the price of air tickets has increased, and people working in different states or countries are unable to travel back home due to the expensive cost of traveling.
The next problem is about mental health. The pandemic has affected people mentally. A lot of people feel anxious to travel because they are unable to go home and visit their family. Besides that, workload has increased due to working or studying from home, and they are unable to release stress by traveling overseas. They feel trapped in Malaysia. The fourth problem is inconvenience in work and school. Businessmen are unable to travel abroad to have face-to-face meetings with their customers, resulting in a business decline. Some students also cannot study abroad, and if they do, they are facing problems like time zone differences for online classes in 2 different countries.
The most common problem is probably the lack of information about the pandemic situation and vaccines. There is not enough information about affected areas or even the vaccination programs. A lot of people are concerned about how they will know whether there are COVID patients near them. They do not understand the side effects and do not know if they can get infected again after vaccination. Moreover, they do not fully understand how these vaccines work once injected and aren't aware if everyone will be vaccinated. Our POV is undergraduate students and the working class who are required to travel, and they need a way for them to feel safe and stay safe while traveling after being vaccinated. They also need to do this while avoiding becoming carriers of COVID-19.
After defining the problems faced by our interviewees, we came up with a few how might we statements which help prompt possible solutions. First, how might we help the public stay safe and avoid becoming carriers for the viruses after being vaccinated? We came up with a few possible solutions to this question. An educational video that informs them about the knowledge of vaccines, such as how vaccines work, the type of vaccines they market, the efficacy percentages, and more. We could also come up with an interesting advertisement to encourage the public to follow SOPs. We could also use an app that informs the public on the latest accurate information, such as the percentage of vaccinated and unvaccinated individuals at a particular location. Second, how might we help to spread accurate information to ease the public's anxiety after taking the vaccines before traveling? A potential solution would be an app that provides information statistically about the efficacy percentage of different vaccines. Aside from that, an educational video may be produced to inform the public to address their concerns, such as the way vaccines work, the efficacy for each vaccine, and the possible side effects that may accompany the vaccine. We could also hold an online workshop and invite medical experts or lecturers from different universities to inform the public about this. Lastly, we could also have a wristband that informs the wearer if he or she is showing any symptoms of COVID-19, as well as some other diseases if you want also.
The third one is how might we promote social distancing amongst vaccinated individuals to ensure the safety of travelers. The first solution we came up with is a wristband that vibrates when it detects another person wearing the same wristband in close proximity to the person. The other one is how might we encourage unvaccinated individuals to get vaccinated. So the first solution we have is to send the occasional notification through the wristband to remind unvaccinated individuals to get vaccinated. The other is to give an incentive where only the vaccinated individuals get to unlock the full premium features of the app. And the last one is how might we help people who are unable to afford air tickets and others. The first solution is to provide discount for air tickets, and the other is to prepare a proposal and visit different airline companies to suggest this idea. Yeah.
After we have come up with the ideas, it is time to do some reality check to see if our ideas meet the requirements of the users and the challenges that we may face during the implementation of our ideas. Firstly, we have to think about what values we may bring to our target audience. The target audience will be more confident and less anxious when traveling post-vaccination and keep themselves updated with all the information about the vaccines, the percentage of vaccinated population at a particular area, and also the chances of getting infected at a specific location, and many more. Next, we have to know what needs are addressed. The need that we are going to address is helping people travel safely post-vaccination by ensuring that they do not become carriers for the virus and provide accurate real-time information to ease their anxiety. The challenges we will be facing are finding technology professionals to design the software, which is the app, and hardware, which is a wristband. We also need to find a competent manufacturer for the wristband and generating funds to sustain the project, and also to ensure the safety of the data collected from the users. The barriers that oppose are the time consumption during the process of designing the product, Next, none of us study computer science, so we do not have knowledge about programming. Financial burden is one of the problems as we have to generate funds to sustain the project. Lastly, the public may not accept this product due to privacy issues because we need to collect a lot of data from them. So we have to make sure their data is kept safely.
So our first idea is application. An application that will not only let users know which location are high-risk area, but also provide a percentage of vaccinated and unvaccinated population at a specific location, letting people know which places are safe to travel to, provide accurate information relevant to COVID-19, such as the type of vaccine and their efficient percentage. The credible information provided on our application will help to ease the angst faced by many users when it comes to vaccination and traveling.
Our second idea is a wristband that comes with a free app that gives extra functions to the wristband. It is for both vaccinated and unvaccinated people in order to gather the most information as we can. It'll also be water resistant. A key feature of the wristband is that it will vibrate when it detects anyone nearby wearing the wristband as well. It also gives a notification when there is an infected person nearby.
On top of that, the wristband doubles as a fitness tracker that will monitor the health conditions of the user and will alert the user if he or she is showing any symptoms of COVID-19 as well as other common diseases. The wristband also functions as a substitute for the MySejahtera app, as it is able to scan the QR code at the entrances of the places that we go to. This function also works without Wi-Fi or data as well. And also there will be more premium features to come as the app matures, but they will only be unlocked by users who are already vaccinated. So this is to actually encourage unvaccinated individuals to get vaccinated if they want to reap the full benefits of the app. So occasional reminders will also be sent to unvaccinated users through the wristband to remind them to register for vaccinations and inform them of the updates of their vaccination appointments.
The third idea is the educational video. An educational video can be produced to provide accurate information to the public in order to ease their anxious feelings due to the lack of information or the overwhelming amount of information online with unknown credibility. The educational video may provide information about the types of vaccine available, efficacy percentages of various vaccines, how vaccines work, and many more.
This educational video may also warn the public about the possibility of becoming a carrier for the virus despite virus immune to it, that vaccine do not provide 100% guarantee against the virus. It is also to encourage people to continue following SOPs post-vaccination to protect themselves and others. Other than that, the purpose of the video is to spread positivity to improve the mental health of the general public, especially for the burnt-out frontliners who are battling in this war against COVID-19, or to those who are far away from home but unable to see their families due to the pandemic.
Next, we have proposal to airline companies. Firstly, the idea is for airline companies to give promotion to vaccinated people, and then airline companies can play a part in encouraging the population to get vaccinated. They may even increase their sales to help their losses they have suffered due to the pandemic. And the vaccinated individuals have to show proof of vaccination so they can help cut down the cost of traveling for public, especially the expensive air tickets, and to help people that cannot travel back to their hometown to travel back.
Next is encouraging SOP at public places. There has to be like hand sanitizer and 70% ethanol soaps at public places, especially near public toilets. And we have to create interesting advertisements about the do's and don'ts of community guidelines during the pandemic. And we have to play advertisements everywhere to constantly remind people to follow these SOPs and install technological equipment to detect diseases distance between people. And we will also include celebrity cardboard cutouts and have them have encouraging SOPs.
After that, we have come up our final idea. The wristband that calls C-band. It can help user travel safely after getting vaccinated. It's a combination of the first, second, and the third idea with application, wristband, and education video.
This wristband will be connected to the app to function.
Within the app, there will be information provided, whether in the form of text, infographics, or educational videos. The examples of credible information provided will be the types of vaccines and their efficacy percentages, the various strains of COVID-19 virus, and many more.
The wristband will come with the app so that we are able to collect sufficient data to provide statistics such as vaccinated population percentage. The wristband also doubles as a fitness tracker to monitor the health conditions of the user. That is the end of our presentation. Thank you, Dr. Lui.